Imagine being born into a world where nobody could teach you anything. No schools, no books, no internet, no instructions. You open your eyes for the first time, and everything around you is unknown. You don't know what fire is. You don't know which plants can heal you, and which ones can quietly kill you. You don't know which sounds in the forest mean danger, and which sounds mean food is nearby. Every decision is a gamble. Every mistake has a price. A wrong step into the darkness could mean death. One wrong choice could erase your entire family line. And yet, somehow, a creature with no technology, no written knowledge, no teacher, looked at this terrifying world and learned how to survive. But the strangest part is not that humans learned. The strangest part is who taught the first human something that nobody had ever known before. Because somewhere in the ancient past, someone was the first person to understand fire, the first person to shape a stone into a tool, the first person to realize that a pattern in nature could save a life. But that person had no example, no instructions, no one to copy. They had to create knowledge from nothing. And that ability, the ability to discover something completely new, may be the most powerful force humanity has ever possessed. Thousands of years ago, Earth was not a comfortable home. It was a battlefield, a world where survival was not guaranteed. Massive predators walked the land. Cold winters could destroy entire groups. A failed hunt could mean starvation. A small injury could become a death sentence. Humans were not the strongest animals. We were not the fastest. We had no claws, no sharp teeth, no thick fur protecting us from the cold. Compared to many creatures around us, we were fragile. A human alone was vulnerable, but inside the human mind, something unusual was happening. Something invisible, something that could not be seen from the outside. Humans could observe, humans could remember, humans could imagine. And most importantly, humans could ask, why? That one question changed everything, because ancient humans were not only reacting to the world, they were studying it. Every animal movement, every change in weather, every sound in the forest, every mistake, every success, everything became information, and information became survival. Imagine an ancient human walking through a forest thousands of years ago. He sees a group of animals avoiding a certain plant. He notices another animal eating something that humans ignore. He sees a broken branch, a strange footprint, a change in the wind, and slowly, his brain starts connecting things. Maybe this means danger. Maybe this means food. Maybe this can help us. A question appears. What if? A simple question, but maybe the most important question in human history. What if this stone can become something useful? What if this plant can heal? What if this sound means a predator is nearby? What if the stars above are not random? The human brain became a machine for finding hidden patterns. And slowly, the unknown world became a little less unknown. But there was a darker side, because humans did not learn because life was easy. Humans learned because life was trying to destroy them. Fear became a teacher, nature became the classroom, and survival became the first lesson. The first humans did not understand fire. They feared it. A lightning strike would create something impossible. A glowing force that could spread across forests. A force that could destroy everything. But then, something changed. Someone stayed close. Someone watched. Someone noticed. Fire was not only destruction, it was warmth. It was protection. It scared away predators. It changed food. It gave humans something they never had before: control. But think about that moment. The first person who truly understood fire was not following a tutorial. There was no ancient book explaining it, no teacher saying, do this. There was only curiosity and risk. Someone had to approach the unknown, and that pattern would repeat throughout human history. Every discovery, every invention, every breakthrough started with someone being brave enough to explore something nobody understood. But learning was not only about discovering new things, it was about making sure knowledge survived. Because one human life was short, a hunter could discover the safest path through a dangerous area, then disappear. Someone could discover which berries were poisonous, then die before telling anyone. If every human had to start from zero, humanity would never progress. So something incredible happened. Humans began storing knowledge outside their own minds. They used stories, they used symbols, they used drawings, they used language, and language may have been the greatest invention humanity ever created, because language allowed one human mind to enter another. A person who lived thousands of years ago could still teach someone today. A person could disappear, but their knowledge could survive. A body could die, but an idea could continue, and suddenly, humans became more than individuals. We became a chain connecting the past, the present, and the future. But then something even stranger happened. Humans started learning things that had nothing to do with immediate survival. They looked at the stars. They created art. They painted animals inside caves. They buried their dead. They wondered about things they could never touch. And this raises a strange question. Why? Why would a creature struggling to find food spend time creating beauty? Why look at the sky when danger is everywhere? Why think about invisible things? Because humans were no longer only trying to survive. We were trying to understand. And maybe that was the moment humanity truly became human. But there was another powerful ability hiding inside the human mind. Imagination. The ability to create something that does not exist yet. Before a building exists, someone imagines it. Before a machine exists, someone imagines it. Before a civilization exists, someone imagines a different world. Every invention, every discovery, every human achievement first existed as a thought, a tiny invisible idea inside someone's mind. And then humans turned that invisible idea into reality. But this same ability also created something dangerous, because the human brain does not only learn, it believes. Humans learn from experience, but humans also learn from stories. A warning became a legend, a mystery became a belief, a fear became a tradition. The same imagination that helped humans survive also allowed humans to create entire worlds inside their minds. And maybe this is the greatest mystery about us. We are creatures that live in two worlds, the physical world around us and the invisible world inside our thoughts. Think about your life today. Almost everything around you started as a thought. Your phone, your house, your transportation, the entire modern world. All of it began with someone asking, what if? A person imagined something impossible. Then they shared that idea, someone else improved it, someone else changed it, and thousands of years of human learning slowly created the world you see today. You're not starting from zero. You're standing on millions of discoveries made by people who lived before you. Every word you speak, every tool you use, every idea you have contains pieces of ancient human minds. But here comes the unsettling question. If humans learned everything from the past, what are we teaching the future? Because knowledge is not just power, it is responsibility. Every generation receives a world created by the previous one. Then we decide what happens next. The same intelligence that created medicine also created weapons. The same curiosity that explored space also changed the planet. The same brain that can understand galaxies still struggles to understand itself. The human mind, the thing that helped us conquer the world, is still the biggest mystery we have. Thousands of years ago, a human looked into a dark forest and asked, what is out there? Today, a human looks into the universe and asks the same question. The tools changed, the world changed, but the curiosity remained. that same spark is still inside us, the same desire to explore, the same hunger to understand, because humans were never special because we were the strongest. We were special because when we faced the unknown, we did something impossible. We searched, we questioned, we learned. The first human who learned something new changed the future forever because every discovery started with a thought that sounded impossible. Maybe there is another way, and maybe that is the most human thing about us. Not our strength, not our technology, not our achievements, but our endless desire to look into the darkness. And instead of running away, ask, what can I learn from it? Because the story of humanity is not just about what we discovered, it is about the courage to search for what we do not understand. And maybe the greatest thing humans ever learned was not how to control the world, it was how to keep asking questions about it.